I was at a Hillary Clinton victory party, okay, the night of the election. And we should have, no matter what, if they want to treat, Mueller is treating all Trump associates as if they're the mafia. And he's very selective about that. And I just wish that he would treat us Trump associates the way he treated Whitey Bulger's associates when he worked in Boston, because he let them get away with murder, really and figuratively.
Okay, well, I'm not going to address what you said right there, but
yes.
I just want you to repeat. You do think that Roger Stone's going to get indicted?
Roger will get indicted on some stupid financial thing. He'll eventually, I believe, will beat it, because that's Andrew Weissman's track record. We don't like to also talk about the fact that Weissman, when he indicted Arthur Anderson and had them go out of business and thousands of people lost their jobs and their savings, he was eventually overturned in the Supreme Court. This is what they do. It's called selective prosecution. And a lot of things are very selective. It's very selective that Comey sent a spy, and I call it a spy, into the Trump campaign. And by the way, Alex, I want to tell you something else. I heard something very, very disturbing that hasn't been made public yet from someone who has told information to the Senate, to the House, and to Mueller's team. And I believe that there was somebody else. There were other sting operations being done by Comey to try to plant spies within the Trump campaign. And to just say, well, whitewash it as this is what the FBI does. No, there is a problem when the government is trying to plant a spy in a presidential campaign for one of the two major parties. Whether you like Donald Trump or not, that is an issue where, what is this? We talk about Putin, and I don't like Putin. That is Kafkaesque. That is, that's really beyond the pale. And
no,
yes.
Sam, look, I want to take issue with what you're saying, because even the president has backtracked at the suggestion of the FBI planting someone within the campaign. In the tweet he first put out, he said, yes, someone had been implanted. And there was all sorts of query about that. And the reporting was that somebody met this person, this academic, an American academic living in London, met with 3 different individuals of the campaign. Mm-hmm. That is much different than being implanted within the campaign.
Alex, the Washington Post
infiltrated. Alex,
the Washington Post reported, not the New York Times, that when Stephen Halper, and that's his name, when he met with Sam Clovis for a job. He wanted to work in the Trump campaign. What was he going to do there? He was going to give everything over to Comey. I have a major problem with that. I also have a major problem with the fact, forget the substance of the Steele dossier. I have a major problem with the fact that they took something from a competing campaign during a presidential election and started issuing FISA warrants. And I'm no fan of Carter Page. I don't know why Carter Page went to Moscow. But when the FBI says they don't play politics, no, they play politics. Comey has admitted that he wanted to give Hillary a clean bill of health and held that press conference because he thought she was going to win, and he wanted to help her into her presidency. Look, these people are not 10 feet tall. They don't walk on water. Okay, Sam,
I do need to move on, but I just have to say I'm very uncomfortable that you named the informant. That's not something that I had intended to do, and I...
Well, it's out there. It's out there.
Right.
And he's going to be named. It's out there. Well, it's all over the place.
Okay. I just want to go on record on how I felt about that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're uncomfortable.
Let's go to, let's have a little more of what Roger Stone told Chuck Todd this morning on Meet the Press. Here's that.
I think these leaks out of the special counsel's office are reprehensible. At least 8 of my current or former associates, mostly young people, have been terrorized by Mr. Mueller's investigators. I can guarantee you they have found no evidence whatsoever of Russian collusion, nor trafficking of allegedly hacked emails with WikiLeaks. It is not inconceivable now that Mr. Mueller and his team may seek to conjure up some extraneous crime pertaining to my business, or maybe not even pertaining to the 2016 election.
Sam, you described your interactions with Mueller's team. You called them professional. So do you think Roger Stone is wrong to say that they're
I think he's 100% wrong, Alex. They have never leaked anything concerning me at all. And I would tell you from that point of view, they're extremely professional. I would tell you that these are amazing attorneys. Whether they're your adversaries or not, these aren't people that are bureaucrats making $130,000 a year and surfing on the web. But what I would also say is, once again, we get into the issue of selective prosecution. What do they decide to go for? For instance, why wasn't Tony Podesta indicted when he did work with Paul Manafort for that Ukrainian government?
So then you disagree with Roger? You don't
I don't
think
believe
that
the Mueller team has